before I turn the microphone over to Dr. Sebring, again, check the calendar events out very carefully because, as you know, we do things a little differently. April, the lunch, March, you know, we're here with Don Waldrop. Okay. And then as far as April, we're having a joint lunch, and it's going to be at the Gemini Center. That's with Fairview Park and the Olmsted Chambers. So don't come here in April, and it'll be the second Wednesday in April, April 14th. The speaker's going to be Curtis Stanberg from the Indians. And there'll be a lot of great giveaways, a lot of Indian stuff, obviously. So April 14th, in April we don't meet here, we go over to Fairview. Now I'm going to jump all the way till June. In June, we're going to meet down at Frostville Museum, and that's where we're going to have our joint lunch. Fairview and the Olmsted Chambers will join us there in June. So that's a picnic networking opportunity. So with that in mind, and also you're going to want to mark your calendars, the event of the century, April 21st, Famous Days. We're having a fantastic business after hours. And help me, Ashley, is that a Wednesday? Please say
you know what it is.
It is? What planning? Wednesday is dollar beer night, pure coincidence. Right. So mark your calendars for April 21st. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dr. Sebring.
Thank you, John. It's always a sincere pleasure to introduce friends who are speaking to our chamber membership. I've had the pleasure of knowing Dave for years and years, it seems now. His mother started Horizon Activity Center in 1978, and when it initially began, Horizons immediately asserted itself as a very important part of our community, filling a void that we all realize is a huge need in any suburban community. We continue to grapple with changing demographics of North Olmsted. I'm sure most of you are aware that within our city we have a lot of single-parent households. Polaris also provides essential services for us here, Doug. Horizon provides a service that many of our families would not be able to function without. Horizons has provided before school and after school care for years. And after Mary retired, Dave stepped in and has been the executive director for quite some time now. Although he did have to take a little time away, he served in Iraq. He has retired from the military. And many of you probably remember the last time Dave was here was just after he returned from his year of service in Iraq. So I think North Olmsted is especially lucky to have someone who has devoted as much of his life to our community as Dave has. He's a North Olmsted High School graduate, so we're always glad that our graduates can give back to the community. He's been a very consistent part of our community in many ways. He's been active in the Chamber of Commerce for years, and we're happy to have such a viable member in our chamber. Horizons Activity Center is a nonprofit entity. We certainly have for-profit daycare centers in North Olmsted, and we need those as well. But it's always especially beneficial to us to know that we have nonprofits that are willing to give back so much to our community. We've been very pleased within the school district to have a close working relationship that we've had with Horizon for years. And I'm sure that with Dave's able leadership, it's only going to grow. So I give you now Mr. David Smith, the Executive Director of Horizon Activity Center.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate that. Let me get you a chair. We kind of have a low-tech remote device here. This is Kelly Musto, our director of the Horizon Activity Center in North Olmsted, who's going to be manning that computer. Great. Thank you, Kelly, for volunteering.
Sure.
Thank you, Doug, for that great introduction. Appreciate it. And also want to acknowledge Jeff Herwick, who isn't here today, but from the Chamber, who invited me to speak here. Jeff also serves as the president of the Horizon Board of Trustees. Also here with me today, who's going to be speaking later, is Dave Hartman, who is also a board member with the Horizon Activity Center, and he's also our board treasurer. and he's going to be speaking later in the presentation. Let's go ahead and get started. Next slide, please. Let's have a little agenda, a little overview of Horizons, background history, location, our programs, where we're going, and a corporate partnership program we have called Partnership for Children. And next slide. As Doug had mentioned, Horizons was founded in 1978. It was actually founded by my mother, Mary Smith, and it's always been a nonprofit. We have 5 centers that are licensed by the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services. All of our centers are quality rated under Step Up to Quality. And anybody that knows anything about the child care industry, there's a voluntary rating system. It's called Step Up to Quality. It's through the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services. Ohio Department of Job and Family Services licenses 4,200 centers around the state. And out of that number, basically less than 10% of them are rated either a 2 or 3 star rating. And so all of our centers being rated at 2 stars puts us in the top 10% statewide, and that's all 5 of our centers. So we're really proud of that. And actually, Kelly's center here yesterday just had their renewal inspection, and we're recertified at 2 stars, which is awesome. So congratulations. Which I believe is the highest rated center in the city. Not in the county, of course. There are some 3-star centers, but even in North Olmsted and in our service area. So, as like all nonprofits, we have a mission, just like the Chamber, to provide affordable, quality care, including education, enrichment, opportunities for children in our communities. These are our locations. Horizons, like I said before, Horizons is a North Olmsted original organization, so we continue to have our headquarters here in North Olmsted. I wish I had one of those high-tech pointers, but anyways, the one all the way to the right is the North Olmsted Horizon Activity Center, which is located over on David Drive by Brendan Lane. That's our we call it our flagship center. It's our largest center, offers the most services. We also have 2 centers in the city of Lorain, one in East Lorain, which is on Colorado Avenue, and one in South Lorain, which is by the Southview High School, if you're familiar with that area. Both of those are new centers, built since 2005. Also, South Elyria is actually in a housing project, in the Wilkes-Barre housing project in Elyria. And also we have a new center that was built in 2005 in Elyria that's across the street from the new Walmart. If you're familiar with Route 57 and Route 10, we're right across the street there from them. Next slide. A couple of programs we offer. Now, currently in North Olmsted, we don't have a Head Start program, but in our 4 other centers, we do have Head Start programs. And basically, Head Start is a federally funded preschool program for low-income kids. And we do serve 68 children altogether. Basically, the goal is to prepare low-income kids so they're successful in kindergarten. It's a traditional half-day program. I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with it. It's been around since 1966, I believe. Next slide. Here at North Olmsted, we have our child care and preschool programs. All of our centers are quality rated. We offer programs from 18 months through 5 years old. All 5 of our centers are capacity. We have 56 toddlers and 212 preschoolers. And what a toddler is a child that's between 18 months and 3 years old, and then preschoolers are 3 years old until they actually enter into school, which is typically at age 5. All of our curriculums, all of our programs have curriculums, and they're aligned with the appropriate Ohio Department of Education approved standard to make sure that they're all school linked. So when the kids graduate from preschool and they go into the public school system, that they're ready, that they're kindergarten ready. Also, as I mentioned before, prepares the children, socially and academically for kindergarten. The whole goal in preschool is kindergarten, is a successful transition into kindergarten. Next slide, please. One of our really exciting programs we have is our after-school program. The Horizon is actually, when it was founded, as a Horizon After School Center. And basically it was, back in the late 70s, it was the alternative to TV, because my mother and a lot of community members in North Olmsted here were concerned that kids were going home after school and the parents weren't home and they were watching a lot of TV. which hasn't changed, by the way. Haven't solved that one. But anyways, so it was originally started as an alternative to TV and as an after-school program. So we have a rich heritage of after-school programs. 3 years ago, our centers were selected for special designation by the Ohio Department of Education as a 21st century community learning centers. And basically it's a program for kindergartners through 6th grade. Again, these are our partner districts we work with. We work with the Elyria District, Lorraine, Midview, and of course North Olmsted. As Doug had mentioned, we have a very long and rich tradition of working with the North Olmsted schools in all of our programs. Overall, we have a capacity of about 364 kids for after-school programs in the centers. You may have seen a little picture on the left, your left, my right. One of our buses, we operate, you probably have seen them running up and down Lorraine. They're all designed by the kids and they're all custom decorated, I guess you'd say, to transport the kids. The main purpose of those is basically for school age, because we do provide before and after school programs, and we service all the North Olmsted schools, and Olmsted Falls schools, and a couple Fairview schools out of the North Olmsted Center. But we actually do transport the kids to and from school in the buses. And all of our buses meet school bus standards, and they're very safe. Some of the other things we're doing is we provide what's being now called extended learning opportunities, help with homework, activities doing that are linked to what the kids are learning during the day. A lot of the effort now is obviously on, in schools, is test preparation and a lot of the more cognitive learning. What we try to do is we try to get activities that will help reinforce what they're learning during the day, when they can be done in a more fun and looser atmosphere.